always happens. Short girl problems. My aunt was a teacher and my mentor and greatly inspired me. And so I went into teaching. I taught high school Spanish for 14 and a half years. And I used to love when she would come home. She lived in Kansas City. And she would come home and she would tell us all these really funny, I'm a teacher, and kids stories. So tonight I'm going to tell you one of my teacher stories, favorite ones about some of my students. And it is about the loudest class I ever had that never said a word. Okay? So, now, I'm just going to give you an idea of what it's like to be the teacher on the reverse side of a really boring lesson. Okay? So, I teach grammar, and I'm teaching a really boring grammar lesson, and how many of you guys love grammar? Woo! Yeah, right. No, you all lied. It's just fun. So, on the count of three, I want you to all go, bleh. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. Thank you. You guys are good students. Okay, so I'm teaching this boring grammar lesson, and I feel like I'm talking louder and louder and louder and louder and louder over the kids. And I'm looking at them, and nobody is talking. So I can't yell at them like, shut up! You know, or anything like that. Sorry, that was right in my, I should have pulled that way. But anyway, so I pause, and I look at my class, and here's what's going on. Kid in this seat over here has his paper tube rolled up, and he's got his pencil in it, and he's on his own little planet making his own music. Okay? Fine. Kid's in his own world, whatever. Look at this kid, and this kid is the clicker. Click, 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 click. Both things going on at the same time. This kid is the pencil tapper. Nobody's on the same rhythm. As a music minor, just start conducting, like, and 1, and 2, okay. So we got click, tap, tap. Dance team cheerleader chick, she's over here, practicing her whole routine. Tap, tap, click, click. Okay, then we have Digger over on the side. She is like, my teacher said a writing utensil. I don't know what that is because I only use my phone, but I'll find one in the bottom of the abyss called my bag. So she's digging everything out and putting it on her desk, never saying a word. So we get crunch, crunch, tap, tap. Choir girl in the back. Okay, she's being all Snow White. Like, come to me, little birds. And the kid next to her answers the call and starts whistling. I can't whistle without looking like Homer Simpson. That's all you get. Okay. So now we have all of this going on, and then we have ADHD kid who's sitting kind of in the middle. You're going to be ADHD kid, which is hyperactive attention deficit disorder, right? Except he's a jock, and so he's got a warm-up suit on. So I called him DJ Scratch and Sniff because he gets it still. Every time he moves, it's he decides he's hot, so he's got to take his jacket off. Crunch, crunch. And then he decides, oh, I stink. So he puts his jacket back on. And he's going to turn in his seat. And meanwhile, we still have tap, 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 tap. And tick, 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 tick. Right? Okay, and this is really all annoying. And then we have the yawner, who then sits back and okay, now it's taking me longer to tell this than it is to observe it in my classroom. I'm thinking, no wonder I had to yell over these kids. But the thing that kind of pushed me over the edge, well, actually, move back up, tell 2 others. There was a kid visually distracting me in the back, picking his nose, looking for his brain, and I'm thinking, there's only 3 things he can do with that. He can lick it, stick it, or flick it. Which one's he going to do? And it's like watching a railroad train wreck or something. I'm just like staring at him like, what's he going to do? He licked it. Then there's the girl next to him who discovers she has a giant pimple on her chest and is squeezing it like crazy. She's coming at it from every angle. She's grunting even. I'm just staring, like, really? You're doing this? Do you not think that I can't see you? Like, and then I didn't know who to root for. Like, Zig, Oh, right? He wouldn't mind. He'd be like, tasty. But, you know, whatever. So, we've got all that. And the kid that pushes me over the top then is the one who is stuck like this with Mardi Gras beads stuck in his arms. And he doesn't say anything but mouths the word to me. Okay? And I'm just, at this point, I just lose it. I bust up laughing and I go, shut up! I'm like, nobody's talking. And I said, okay, but you're driving me crazy. And he said, weren't you already? Okay, so that's